Hello, everybody. It's Rick Ruby at the core headquarters in Charlotte. It's Wealth Wednesday. I was in Phoenix the last couple of days, got home last night, was seeing my top loan rep, Lizzie Hoffer, who puts up like 13, 14 million a month. Saw my little group. I got in front of 70 realtors, lenders. I got 10 potential realtors that do over 20 million and 3 lenders that do over 20 million. Those are my clients. So my perfect client does over 20 million in volume. I met with a realtor today that's a local realtor that I've never met before, did 28 million last year, talking to him about coaching. So you have to be in front of good clients. Now, today is Wealth Wednesday, so yes, we will talk about the stock market. But right now, I wanted to open with talking about getting more ideal clients. Like my plumber chases big property managers. I chase lenders and realtors that do over 25 million. My boss, who owns the #1 mortgage company in America, he chases loan reps that do over 40 million. So here's what I will tell you. In basketball, I want my best player taking the big shot. You're the best player on your team. You should take the big shot. So many of you have this, like, I don't want to say it's dumb, but you have this model that says, let other people do the shooting for you. That's not a good model. That's a model when you're old like me. I have a lot of people that shoot, but I take the big shots. So I've got 12 people that saw me in Phoenix on Monday that I'm going to be personally calling and reeling in. I met with this 28 million realtor today. He decided after I talked to him about coming to the summit. Now, when it comes to making money, it's about the quality of your list and the execution of your list. Like I get 240,000 people watch me a month. On this video right here, last week on Wealth Wednesday, I had 32,000 people watch my Wealth Wednesday, but what my thoughts are about business and the stock market. I get 20,000 people watch my podcast every week. So I think that doesn't make me a lot of money, but it lets people know who I am and gives me a little more credibility. So don't think social media is going to make you a lot of money. It's going to give you more credibility. So let's talk today about the stock market. So for the month, we're up about 1.8%. For the week, we're up a little bit. We're up about half a point for the week. So we had a good day, a great day, and now it's a flat day. So what have I done personally lately? Well, yesterday, I sold some stocks. So yesterday, I sold my Apple stock at $228 a share. I love Apple. I've had it a long time. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything. I'm not telling you to sell Apple. I'm telling you what I did. Yesterday, I sold my United Healthcare. I bought it at $340. I bought it as low as $270. At $305, I was even. They got a big investigation with the federal government. I don't love it, so I sold it even. I was happy to sell it even, and I sold my United Healthcare. This is what I do. I'm not telling you what to do. I had a stock that was speculative called Oklo. I started preaching about 6 months ago at $22. I bought it at $22 to $30. I sold it yesterday for $75. So I bought it at, my average cost was $28.50, and I sold it for $75. I made a really nice profit. I over doubled my money. I had a big stake in it. I had a nice family. I'm out. Now, I'm looking get liquid because I think September is the worst month in the year. September and April are the worst stock markets historically of any month. So I believe it's going to be volatile. So I also believe in taking some money off the table and being ready to pounce. So I've freed up some cash. Right now I'm 9% liquid. So I sold United Healthcare and Apple out of one portfolio. I sold Oklo out of another portfolio. I sold 3 stocks. I wanted to sell a couple more, but I didn't. My financial planner talked me out of it. He thinks they still have room to run. So I sold a couple stocks. I freed up some cash. I have nothing right now that I want to buy, but I will tell you, I love my Meta. I love my Amazon. I love my Tesla. I love my NVIDIA. NVIDIA is reporting profits at 5:30 today. I think NVIDIA is the best company in America. I think it's the AI genius. Now, it doesn't mean it'll always be, but right now it's hot. I've been buying NVIDIA since it was $65 about 5 years ago. It ran up to $1,100. It split 10 to 1 down to $110. Now it's back up to $182. I told you all to buy it when it was down 4 months ago at 100. Now it's 180. I think NVIDIA is going to 200 or 210, but we'll see. But it's like I've made so much money on it in 5 years. I'm really ready to start thinking about selling some of it or selling all of it because I've made so much money. And you don't want to like make a lot of money and then give it all back. It's kind of like I was in the casino in Arizona and I gambled. And I started with 400 and I ran it up to 2,200. I ran out of there at 10:30 and did not gamble the rest of the night because I had a good run. So I'm a big fan of taking some profits off the table. And if you don't believe in a stock anymore, it's okay to give it up. Like, I'll give you an example. Blockbuster Video was one of the best stocks of all time. Well, it's not even in business anymore. And Netflix is now spectacular. So I think things change. But I will tell you this. It's a really good year. I'm up about 18% year to date, which is spectacular. I thought I would make like 8% this year, so it was way better than I expected. I think we're going to have a bumpy September, and then I think come October, it's going to run. Now, here's why I believe that. All the second quarter profits, except NVIDIA, are out, and today I believe NVIDIA is going to post good profits. So 80% of all companies that post publicly traded numbers posted second quarter increase in profits over the estimate. Like if they thought the estimate was 10 billion and they did 11 billion in sales, that's kind of how that works. Now, I think the Fed is going to drop the rates in September. That will make the market run. And I think sooner or later, President Trump has to agree on some tariffs. Like to go 10%, 50%, 30%, that scares the market. If he just did 15% deals, I don't know if tariffs are a good thing or a bad thing. I don't have an opinion because I don't understand it, but I will tell you this. If they're consistent, the market will like it. So I think between the profits that everybody's posted, I think between the Fed dropping the rates, and I think the tariffs getting stabilized, I think we got a nice run in here. I don't guarantee it. I mean, it's an opinion and everybody has one. I got one like everybody's got one. Doesn't mean that much, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing, what I'm buying, what I'm selling. Now, last thing I want to tell you, I talked to a bunch of realtors and lenders on Monday, and I talked to a guy today, and here's what I'll tell them and I'll tell you. I think if you want to have a great sales business, you got to hire a coach. If you want to be a great athlete, hire a coach. If you want to be in great shape, hire a personal trainer. I just think you have to hire an expert. I think I'm the best expert in the mortgage and real estate business if you want to get wealthy. If getting wealthy is not important to you, do not hire me. I only want people that someday will make $1 million. Now, if you make $250 and you give me 2 to 5 years, I'll get you to $1 million. But that's got to be a focal point of what you're working on. Because for me, when I look at my purpose, I believe I am on this planet to create disciples, to create millionaires, and teach life balance. These are what I think my purpose are. So if you really want to make $1 million, come let me fulfill my purpose and help you make $1 million. So I've got an event in November. It's in Tucson. It's $5,000 to come if you do over 20 million. I guarantee if you come to my summit in November, I guarantee you'll be around the best and brightest realtors and lenders in the industry. All 35 of my coaches make over $1 million. My top coach made $15 million last year. I got a bunch of coaches that make $3 million, which is very unheard of in the mortgage and real estate business. I got a realtor going to net $3 million, and I got 4 lender coaches going to net $3 million. If you want to be around those kind of people, I allow 120 guests that pay $5,000, and I've got 350 meetings. 350 members. We will eat together. We will hang out together. We'll have a party together. We'll goof around, eat some lunch, go to some classes. And I guarantee you'll walk out of there with a business plan. You'll walk out of there with goals. You'll walk out of there with visions. And you'll walk out of there with exact strategies how to make a lot of money. If this interests you, call my office. Talk to one of my people. If you do over 20 million, you spend $5,000. You come in November 5th to 7th in Tucson, Arizona. $5,000 to come. All your meals are included. You get there and get a hotel. I guarantee it'll be the best 2 days you ever spent. That's my thoughts on Wealth Wednesday. I think we're up for a little bumpy stock market, but not bad. Maybe we'll drop 3 to 5%. Nothing big, but an opportunity for me to make some buys with some of this cash I've created. Other than that, I'm going to ride it out. I'm 92% invested. I'm going to ride it out. We're going to have a good year. I think it's going to be great till next fall. Have a great week. Rick Ruby, out.